You know that meme that I do with Heroes of the Storm whenever it's mentioned and I just go, what? What's that? Never heard of it. What's that? It's fun, isn't it? Yeah, well, Blizzard have decided to join in on that as well because they're abandoning it. Hi everybody, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. It's happening now. It's happening. We heard it from Alam Adam at BlizzCon. We'll go into that shortly. But now it's truly happening. And Blizzard are essentially abandoning Heroes of the Storm. A post has come out today, which I'm going to go through. And it's kind of confirming all our worst fears about the direction that Blizzard's going. Also, this post is ridiculous. I mean, just ridiculous. And I'm just going to be breaking it down the way that I break it down. Probably going to be a lot of salt in this video, so by all means pause it now and make some popcorn because this is going to get real. So let's get straight in. Why deprive you of some entertainment? Heroes of the Storm news. That's one way of putting it. We are constantly changing and evolving not only our games but how we support and grow them, which is going to prove to be the most ridiculous opening sentence when you go further down into this. This evolution is vital to our ability to continue doing what we love to do, making great games. And it's what makes Blizzard, Blizzard. Well, in all fairness, right, this is where we're going to start getting the salt immediately. You haven't made a great game for a long time, have you? I mean, what was the actual last great game that Blizzard made? Overwatch. It had a great response, and prior to that, I don't know. Heroes of the Storm, I wouldn't say was a great game. It was a game that I think was pushing into a saturated marketplace, and they were trying to exploit the popularity of the MOBA genre with the success of LoL and Dota, and they wanted a piece of that pie. And in wanting a piece of that pie, they kept second-guessing this game. And instead of calling it what they should have called it, which was Blizzard All-Stars or Blizzard Heroes, and made it very clear to the audience exactly what this was going to be, they called it Heroes of the Storm, which made absolutely no bloody sense whatsoever and gave no indication to anybody what the game was really truly about or whatnot. And so people outside of the Blizzard circle really didn't know what was going on. Marketed badly, pushed badly. Well, this is what we have right now. So in terms of making great games, I wouldn't say you've made a great game since Overwatch. I don't personally get into Overwatch myself, but I understand that it is still very popular, even though it's meant to be currently pretty broken as regards to the meta. But prior to that, what do we have? Diablo 3, was it a great game? No, it was built around the ability to try and exploit money out of people with the real money auction house, which completely compromised the game. And the game had to be essentially rebuilt with the removal of the real money auction house. And it took a long time for Diablo 3 to get to a position where you could call it a good game. Great game? Don't know. Good game? Sure. But other than that, we're going back to your World of Warcrafts, your Starcrafts. We'll get down here in a second. So when was the last time you made a great game, Blizzard? I know the last time you announced a new game, it was called Diablo Immortal. How did that one work out for you? Okay, let's move on. That's first paragraph, 2 sentences, and the salt's already flowing. Over the past several years, the work of evaluating our development processes and making hard decisions has led to new games and other products that we're proud of. We now have more live games and unannounced products than at any point in the company's history. So what? So what? Unannounced products, whoop-de-doo. I mean, what does that say? If you're not saying anything, you're not sharing anything, it means nothing. That's just rhetoric, means absolutely nothing to us. And as regards to more live games, so what? Do you know what won Game of the Year just last week? A single-player offline game, God of War. To pretend that live games and live services are the mainstay of where the industry is going. No. In actual fact, we're becoming more and more savvy to live games actually just being developed to screw people over with Fallout 76 being the latest example. Something which is complete and utterly broken apart from one thing. Oh yeah, their in-game cash shop, which they continue to push and change things on an almost daily basis. Limited time offers, whatever. Live games is just a means for you to try and milk people. So to say you're proud of that, great. Whoop-de-doo means jack shizzle to izzles. We're also at the point where we need to take some of our talented developers and bring their skills to other products. As a result, we've made the difficult decision to shift some developers from Heroes of the Storm to other teams. And we're excited, super excited by any chance, to see the passion, knowledge and experience that they'll bring to those projects. Well, we already saw at BlizzCon where they're going. Alan Adam admitted to it. Alan Adam clearly stated that we are shifting some of our best developers onto mobile platforms because that's what our developers are playing nowadays. They're shifting away from PC and they're moving on to the... So, are they moving to mobile projects? Probably. Probably. That's the simple fact. So they're being taken off Heroes of the Storm and being moved on to mobile products. This isn't the first time we've had to make tough choices like this. Games like Diablo 2, World of Warcraft, StarCraft 2, Overwatch, and more would not exist if we had not made similar decisions in the past. Oh, right, okay, and do you know what? Diablo 2 was a revolutionary game. World of Warcraft was a revolutionary game. StarCraft, revolutionary RTS, and Overwatch, at the very least, identified a gap in the marketplace which you very cleverly exploited. What's the last game that you announced again? Let's just bring it back in. Diablo Immortal. A shitty NetEase cash grab mobile piece of dubbed down, censored for China, and also targeting to children for microtransactions dross. We clear on that? Okay, great. It goes on to say, despite the change, Heroes of the Storm remains our love letter to Blizzard's worlds and characters. We'll continue actively supporting the game with new heroes, themed events, and other content that our community loves, though the cadence will change. Ultimately, we're setting up the game for long-term sustainability. Well, that's a bit of a contradiction. You're setting the game up for long-term sustainability by removing developers from the game. That doesn't even make sense. We're so grateful for the support the community has shown from the beginning, and the development team will continue to support Heroes with the same passion, dedication, and creativity that has made the game such a unique experience. It'll just be drastically reduced in size. We've also evaluated our plans around Heroes eSports. After looking at all of our priorities and options in light of the change with the game, the Heroes Global Championship and Heroes of the Dorm will not return in 2019. Wait a minute, I just thought you said we're setting up the game for long-term sustainability. So the first thing that you're doing with long-term sustainability is actually the Heroes Global Championships and the Heroes of the Dorm will not return in 2019. Well, this is just making more and more sense, Blizzard. It's not sounding like a complete load of fucking bollocks. Unbelievable. This was another very difficult decision for us to make. Do we sell video games from the mobile market to China and also microtransactions to kiddies, or do we look after our existing audience? Mwah. Mwah, mwah, mwah. The love that the community has for these programs is deeply felt by everyone who works on them, and we ultimately feel this is the right decision versus moving forward in a way that would not meet the standards that players and fans have come to expect. So, wait a minute. Again, now, you've got to be talking about the other titles here and not Heroes of the Storm. Because if you're talking about Heroes of the Storm here, you're saying that having more people and more developers on the title would actually be bad for the game, and that long-term sustainability means that you are actually cutting off the esports, the major competitions that... While we don't make these decisions lightly, let's go highlight this, we do look to the future, excited about the decision, what the decisions will mean for our other live games. Who gives a fuck about your live games? And all the projects we have in the works. We appreciate all our hard-working developers and everyone in the Blizzard community, and look forward to sharing many more epic gaming experiences with you in the future. Mr. You Think You Do But You Don't, and Ray Gresco. Wow. Hashtag not my president. So there you go. If you're a fan of Heroes of the Storm, tough shit. Blizzard are abandoning you. They are removing developers from the team. They are cancelling your esport competitions. And apparently that's going to make the game better and set it up for long-term sustainability. So Heroes of the Storm is the first casualty. It's the first casualty of the shift that was announced by Alan Madden at BlizzCon, where the development teams, the best developers, are going to be moved from the PC projects to the mobile projects. Who's next? World of Warcraft? I mean, that game's in complete doldrums at the moment. Just released patch 8.1. I'm just getting message after message after message from people going, I'm bored. I'm bored. What's there to do? I'm bored. I've done the story. I've got nothing to do. I'm bored. And then today they're just like, hey, by the way, we know you're having a shit time. We want to buy a new mount. Wow. So it could be WoW next. Could be StarCraft. That could be next, actually. Maybe StarCraft's the next. To get the gun to the head. But there we go. Heroes of the Storm being abandoned by Blizzard Entertainment. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and Twitch for live streaming. Links there in the description box down below, as well as my Teespring store. And I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.